students. In our last video, we have seen the objectives of auditing. There were three types of objectives. First one is main objective, that is, the main objective behind auditing is to verify and investigate the books of accounts of business. Then secondary objective is to detect errors or frauds which have been made by the employees, uh, concerned employees of the business, like clerks or accountants. And lastly, there were some miscellaneous objectives, like it auditing will make moral impact on the employees by motivating, or by the auditing, the employees start following rules and regulations of the business very carefully. It also satisfies the tax authorities, and it also satisfy the investors. Excuse me. It also satisfies the investors for the truthfulness of the accounts or the cash transactions made by the business. Investors will investor will investors will trust on the auditor's report, which is made by the auditor after auditing the books of accounts, and on that basis the investment decisions will be made by the investors. Now in this video we will see the next, that is types of audit. As we can see that there are many kinds of businesses, that is some are private sector businesses and some are public sector, some are small and others are giant or big business houses. So according to the size, nature, or dimension of business, there are several kinds of organizational structures, or there are several kinds of forms of businesses, and according to that organizational structures, there are four kinds of audits or four types of audit. First one is statutory audit, second is private audit, third is government audit, and fourth is internal audit. In the same way, if we think about the practical way, means according to the conduct of audit, how it is conducted, according to that, means practical way, there are 8 kinds of audit or 8 types of audit, that is continuous audit, periodical audit, interim audit, complete audit, partial audit, cash audit, cost audit, and management audit. Now in this video we are going to see the first type of audit, that is according to the organization of business, or according to the organizational structure. That is, first type is statutory audit. Statutory means compulsion of something, compulsion of doing anything or not doing anything. That is, we may say that it is statutory. So in this case, statutory audit is the audit which is made compulsory by the statute or law which by the statute or law, which means the law which has made that kind of business structure that will decide the type of audit which is made by the auditor. So in this statutory audit means the compulsory audit, we can see that it is conducted for the joint stock companies, means joint stock companies are made through the company law, or company law has some rules and regulations regarding joint stock companies. So under that, company law has made compulsory for the joint stock companies to get their accounts audited. So such like thing is there that the law which is making that kind of companies or that kind of business firms will decide that the accounts must be get audited by the firm. So, joint stock companies, banking companies, insurance companies, cooperative societies, such like businesses must get their accounts audited timely. So, this is very important from the point of view to spot out any frauds or irregularities in the business procedures, and it also detects frauds or errors made by the employees while recording the transactions. Now the next is private or voluntary audit. Voluntary means it may or may not be made, means in this kind of audit the decision get whether to check your accounts or not, means decision regarding auditing is left on the owner of the business or the proprietor of that business. Means if he regarding to any feels need to get accounts audited, then only he can appoint an auditor and get their accounts audited. Otherwise he may not feel, if he doesn't feel feasible or he doesn't feel need regarding their accounts to be audited, then he will not allow the accounts for auditing. So the decision regarding auditing is left on the owner of that business. That kind of audit is called private or voluntary audit. So this right of auditing, decision regarding auditing is given to the sole trader kind of businesses or for the partnership firms if they feels need regarding checking their transactions, then only the proprietor of that business appoint any auditor or any qualified person for auditing and get their accounts audited. So it is useful um, for their future plans that excuse me, if the proprietor get their accounts audited, then he will find out certain kind of irregularities in the businesses, and he can correct it. Now the next is government audit. In this kind of audit, our president will appoint a person, that is comptroller and auditor general of India, means CAGI. This person is specially appointed for the audit of government departments or government institutions. So such kind of audit or such type of audit is called government audit. Means an audit conducted by CAGI or the comptroller and auditor general of India for the audit of government departments and institutions is called government audit. Such kind of audit is conducted for specially for government departments and institutions. So, our constitution has given right to our president regarding the appointment of CAGI in Article 148 of our constitution, and in next article the powers, rights and responsibilities of CAGI are mentioned. Government audit has few branches like defense, railways, post and telegraph audit. So the next kind of audit is internal audit. As the name suggests, the audit will be conducted by the employee of the business only. The business will give responsibility to any faithful person or employee of that business regarding the examination or checking of business transactions in the books of accounts. So internal audit is a process basically which is continuous and systematic also. So this process is for checking and reporting the transactions and records of the business. So internal audit is a continuous and systematic process of examining and reporting the operations and record of the business concern by its employee. So which employee? The employee which is selected specially for this purpose, means selected specially for auditing purpose. So we can see that internal audit is basically one of the management functions, and it is very useful for the big organizations. What happens if internal audit is conducted in the business? Then the books of accounts are get checked in detail, and the errors are detected and they are also get rectified by the concerned person. This also helps in completion of final accounts. So Mm, these are the types of audit on the basis of organizational structure. In next video we will see the types of audit on the basis of practical way. Okay, till then take care. Thank you.